I genuinely felt like I had some form of ADHD. I couldn't focus on one thing in any way, shape or form. But now, like, again, it's like a night and day difference. On the mental front, it's very, very different. I was very surprised at how much it changes. Massive change in energy, massive change in like how I feel, massive change in like the gym and muscle building, etc. I've gone from a small to a medium. I'm like dead focused on work, probably because my diet is like 1,000 times better. So like in that way, it's just life changing.
Can you just like try and describe a bit like how it was before, basically, and then obviously we started to speak when we met in person, and then we were texting online, like what was kind of intriguing, and then kind of led you say to start doing it yourself a bit. Well, what was intriguing, and then what led you to start basically doing the full program as you are right now, like 99%.
So first of all, I used to be like nothing on me at all. So, and that was for a while. Like when I was in school, I used to be bullied because I used to be the smallest guy, and I used to also have no muscle or anything like that.
Oh, you mean like nothing on you in terms of weight?
Yeah, no weight. Like,
just, no muscle.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to do gym when I was like 14, 15, but that didn't work either. So my diet consisted of literally eat whatever was put in front of me, which is like, it was good food, but restaurant food and this, that, and the other. I didn't feel terrible, but I didn't feel great. And you never really know how you feel anyway until you feel better. So was always like skinnies. Clothes never fit me. Now that's like the best thing now. It's like I've gone from a small to a medium, and that's like it's like crazy. So like clothes are tight, fit better, doing much better at the gym. So when I went to the gym, used to be tired when I came back from the gym, but now like the energy is sustained throughout the full day. Don't have to drink so many coffees, etc. So like that's a massive change in energy, massive change in like how I feel, massive change in like the gym and muscle building, etc. But overall just feel better. But like before I had no diet. I just looking back on it, I feel terrible from what like I must have been like eating. Just as like you kind of get into this world and that's it really. So but now it's definitely better.
That's nice. So one of the things that you said to me at some point in I don't know, a couple of months ago, you said like, I think you said something about like being more conscious of what you're doing, basically. Like, did you say something? Do you remember saying something like that? Like you said, I can't remember exactly what the words were, but you were kind of, or at least now, right? So what you just described, you were saying that you weren't really very conscious of what you were doing before, and now because of what you know, you feel bad, or what do you mean?
Yeah, so like I've obviously leaving school and school not doing great for me, etc. That's like the kind of institutional branch. So I've always been against the grain in that sense. So when something was like delivered in the health sense, I was like, well, this is definitely how it goes, because if this is different, then it must be true. So I was more conscious of kind of like what I was eating, and then all the marketing around general food. Now, honestly, if I ever walk in a supermarket, I'm like, everything in here is just terrible. Like there's nothing in here. So like, don't go into supermarkets anymore. Don't go into places like that. And just in general, people talking about like the vegan stuff, and you tend to be like very much a lot of bullshit, really.
Okay, you're saying that you have the knowledge now, so you understand that it's bullshit, and you're kind of more conscious about it through having an understanding and also your experiences, right?
Yeah, so conscious of like what I'm consuming, what I'm putting in my body, and how that actually affects me, down to like how my hair feels, down to like how my skin feels, down to how I look, act, feel. Like even like I think when I was younger, I was consuming probably a lot of sugar. Like I was hyperactive. Now I'm like dead focused on work, probably because my diet is like 1,000 times better. So like in that way, it's just life changing, because like obviously work matters to me more than anything, and that's my livelihood at the end of the day. So this diet as such has kind of changed, not just like physical, it's like mental health as well.
Nice. So just on those 2 points of the physical and mental, then what, aside from the aesthetics you were saying about having your clothes filled out more and having more weight on you, obviously, what else? Because you talked about your hair a minute ago. What like what's been happening there? Hair, skin, nails, or anything?
Yeah, so like I used to use like a lot of, so I used to have bad skin when I was younger, and I used to use a lot of like face washes. I used to go to like the doctor place, take medication, etc. And then like the switch from changing diet and like a health routine, etc., and kind of everything you've said and taught me. I don't use face wash. I don't do any of that stuff. Don't put the chemicals on, and my skin has never felt better. Great. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just like a night and day difference.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome, man. That's so good. It's so cool that you're really doing it like so much. I love it.
Yeah. I think that's going back to the mashed potato, butter, and parmesan that you want in the rest.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Generally watching everything you do. I think being around you and how passionate you are about like the lifestyle, and that's probably why like I've continued on it for so long. And I've not looked at it as a diet. I've looked at it as like, this is how I eat. This is how I act. This is
Lifestyle.
my lifestyle. It's lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not like a fad.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's
Absolutely.
genuinely like not addictive, but like even when sometimes I slip because I'm traveling or in a different country or something like this, then it'll be like for a couple of days, come back, I'm like, my diet and everything, lifestyle is even stronger because like I'm like, I don't want to feel like that ever again. Like just feel terrible. So yeah.
Absolutely. That's what I tell people. I explain to them that in the beginning, you just need a bit of discipline to start. But I don't even think it's discipline. I think it's more that you have a kind of sixth sense that this is that, like you were saying about kind of intuitively, like there is something to this. I want to try it. So it doesn't even require that much discipline. It's more of like a being smart, essentially using some intuition. And then because you start to feel good and you see improvements, then it removes any discipline because it's kind of what you want to do. Right.
Mine was more a nudge in the right direction. So once I had that, once I had the plans, once I had like the game plan as such from you and the knowledge and everything like that, then it was pretty easy to kind of found like build into like my lifestyle. And obviously now we've just got brand new foundations in how I look at like food, lifestyle, just health in general. So it's easy. It's like everything's just makes more sense.
Nice, man. Okay, I have a couple more questions. What would you say has been like an unexpected benefit? Because we've talked about the physical and the mental, but or maybe one of those is. But like, what would you say has there been anything that is kind of very surprising that you didn't expect?
Definitely more on the work sense. I didn't expect anything to change mentally as much as it did as well. So like as much as like I genuinely felt like I had some form of ADHD. I couldn't focus on one thing in any way, shape or form. But now, like, again, it's like a night and day difference between like just sitting down at a desk and working and getting my stuff done, and instead of like sitting down, walking somewhere else, trying to focus on it, and just then you try every other hack and they don't work. So yes, on the mental front, it's very, very different. I was very surprised at how much it changes. Like, from that point.
Nice.
And the chemicals and stuff that I used, I think that was the bit that took me the longest. Like not washing my face with so many chemicals. It feels weird for like the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then you're like, oh wow, it feels better. Like afterwards. Washing my hair as well. Like I used to wash my hair like once a day or every 2 days, and it used to feel good because you used to have that much conditioner in it, etc. But it wasn't healthy as such. If I didn't wash my hair, then it felt greasy, horrible, etc. But now, like, I don't really wash my hair, so and it feels like the best it's ever felt. So thicker, fuller.
Nice, man. Nice.
I need a haircut though, so.
Your hair looks great.
It's the speed, like the. Literally fridge out the packet on the plate. Take the plate over. Don't use the table anymore. Take the plate over. Plate on here. 5 minutes in and done, back to work.
What did I tell you, man? It's the one. It's the ticket.
Everything is better, like night and day better. And it's like, I don't know where I'd be without the knowledge from you, because I'd be still eating the same shit. I'd still feel terrible, but I wouldn't even know that I'd feel terrible.